today's episode of Accra Blues, we are here to speak to Madam Sabina. Come with me.
I am Sabina Ebli. I'm a senior rent manager for Adenta Municipal Rent Office. So I am basically the head of this station. So I am the one that you have come to meet for discussions today. Yes, what I'm talking about is this: the tenant paid 1 year advance, and the time was to expire May. But the landlord thought that she could serve a notice for the tenant to vacate on that same day. But then the tenant getting that notice, realized that she will not stay there till that time to expire, so that the landlord will give her stress to move from the place. So she decided to move before the time. Now, when the tenant moved, she now went to the landlord to ask for the balance. The landlord said that she didn't ask her to move before the time. She rather asked her to move when the time expired, so she would not give the money. So the case was brought here. So in this instance, it's so clear. So what we did, I made it clear to them is that you have served a notice. The tenant had complied even before the tenancy expired. Have you got it? So definitely you must refund the advance to the whatever the unexpired rent to the tenant. Have you seen it? But the landlord was challenging that she doesn't work. She's a pensioner and all that, so she cannot get that money. I said, what? If you don't have that money, the building is there. You still can get money out of that building to be able to pay, because you knew very well that you are not working, and yet you took a rent advance. Mind you, rent advance is not permissible under this act, under the law. Have you seen it? You don't take rent advance more than 6 months in this country. So the landlord was told that once she took advance, anything is possible. The tenant could have decided to move at any time, and the unexpired rent must be refunded to the tenant. So in this instance, the tenant didn't have any idea to move, but you served the notice for the tenants to move on expiry, and she thought that, well, staying there up to that time will be a waste, so she will move to get the difference to maybe do something else. And here is the case: you want us to know that because you feel that you didn't ask her to move prior to the time, you will not pay. It's wrong. And besides, you are not working. You can't tell us that because you took rent advance for 1 full year. Meanwhile, the law says that you should take, not more than 6 months. Of course, that is how the laws of the country is. We don't take rent advance more than 6 months. It's the issue because, it's difficult to regulate because of the housing deficit. The government doesn't really build, and the few that are in the system on a high demand, concluding that this. So the landlord was compelled to pay that amount, and she had to quickly to pay the money to the tenants. So these are the issues. Most of the time, they are not so much clear about the position of the laws, and so we have to just chip in to let things be so clear to them to do the right thing. It's just sometimes that the landlord say, me, I didn't start you to move. To vacate from my house, so I'm not supposed to pay you any amount or something like that. Or sometimes the tenant will also say that you asked me to move, so the time that you have given me, I'm not going to pay. No, like I said, rent is never free. Rent has never been free on any circumstances. So even if the landlord tells you to move and has given you a time, like 3 months, you still have to pay. The fact that he has told you to move doesn't mean that because he has asked you to move, it should be free. No. Rent under no, so unless the landlord comes from their own self, tell you that you because you are moving, to be stressed on you, so just take the money. But rent has never been free.